Now that we know how to multiply integers, let's evaluate some expressions where we use some of these multiplication rules. So we got 4 examples here. Number 1 and number 2, notice they look almost identical, except for number 1, we have a set of parentheses around -4. So for number 1, we would read this as -4 squared. Well, what does that exponent of a 2 mean? It means we have 2 factors of the number that is our base number. In that case, that would be -4. So this would be -4 times -4. Okay, now we're multiplying 2 negatives. It's the same sign, so we're going to end up with a positive answer, and 4 times 4 would be 16. Okay, now how is number 2 different? Well, we don't have parentheses now, and so now instead of saying -4 squared, this actually reads as the opposite of 4 squared. Okay, so what is 4 squared? Well, 4 squared would be 4 times 4, which we know to be 16. Now we need to find the opposite of 16. Well, that just means if it's positive, make it negative, and if it's negative, make it positive. So our answer here would be -16. Okay. All right, number 3, -5 times 10 times -4. Well, if we want to, we could rearrange these so that we're multiplying our negatives first. So we could do -5 times -4 times 10. And we know that -5 times -4 would be multiplying 2 numbers that have the same sign, so that would result in a positive product. And 5 times 4 is 20. And now we would do 20 times 10, and that would be 200. And our last example, number 4, we have -7 times -8 plus 9, and then plus 7. So let's simplify what's in the parentheses first. -8 plus 9 would be 1. And now we can multiply -7 times 1. Well, we have opposite signs there, so that's going to result in a negative. And then 7 times 1 is just 7. Okay, and now we have -7 plus 7, right? Well, in this case, that's going to get us back to 0. So our solution for number 4 would be 0. And that is how we can use what we learned about multiplication with same signs and different signs to evaluate expressions using multiplication.